closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Like 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yeah, let's get that ball.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Spurs.
Dalton gives to Bernard. Dances by him. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that. But, boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton gets it to his running back, Bernard. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
He's coming, he's coming. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Check. Check 9, check 9. Alert flare.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Geno Atkins never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Like 20, 14, 14, 14, 14.
Third and long. It's Goff. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Hey, shell. Check 3. Hold on. Check. Okay.
Here's Goff. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bernard. And Akeem Talib there to stop him.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it'll be third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Here you go, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
52's the mic right here. Hey, lift. Check nickel. You go.
Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, here's Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Chopper. 10. Wide motion.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
20. 54 Mike. Rip left.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Right here. We got double time. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 3.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Try to lay one up deep, and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Dalton. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw here, Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the interception, here's Gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Rush in, rush in, rush
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Five. Hey, 5.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Tighten up. Pull it together.
The final shot before break here. Gone. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Dalton. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check 26. Check 26.
Hands up. Hands up.
Here's Dalton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Here goes Cam.
Check hot. Motion. Right there. 54. Right there.
Smooth.
In your face.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. is back. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, Delta.
58. Come on. I'm coming.
To throw again. Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Value 3, value 3. 12.
57. Crunch time, defense.
Bravo. 57.
Now gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
76. 76. Check 52. 76. 76. 76.
Back to throw. Gone. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Right side complete. That's Woods. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. That's right, baby. Hey, Wood. Whirling.
Goff throwing again. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A first down as they get 12 on the fake punt. Jared Goff, 4 times last year he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
17.
Now it's gone. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The 25-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. 58, boy. 58. 58. Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
So Dalton now. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Dalton now to pass. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
That's a big shot. Motion. Go, Mike 50. Who that? Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got it.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
I got you. I got you.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Sweep!
54, right 54. Double dog.
On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play it tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
So now Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's get it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
He goes to use you. Come to me, it's me.
Now it's gone. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, watch it, watch it.
DC.
57, Mike, 57.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. this. No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming for you. You might.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Dalton wants to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Cut it left. Cut it left. Hey.
Here's Bernard. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.